Hi, my name is Lois Moore, and I am the founder and CEO of Sensitive Touch for Seniors and Disabled Transportation. The company was established in 2009, but it didn't come to full manifestation until 2014. I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. Again, my name is Lois Moore, and I am the founder and the CEO of Sensitive Touch for Seniors and Disabled Transportation. I started this journey when I was about 8 years old. I would go to the store for the seniors. They would knock on the door or call my mother on the phone and ask her, could I go to the store for her? And she would say yes. So I would go to their home, to their apartment, and they would give me a list because we didn't have cell phones back then. We had to do everything, write our grocery list down. So whoever I would be going to the store for, they would give me the list, and I would go to Andy's grocery store on Racine in Chicago, Illinois. I would get their items, and I would bring them back to them, and they would pay me a quarter. So that went on for a while till I was about maybe 10 years old or so, or till we moved from over there in that area. After that, I began to go back to school. In between those time, I had a baby, and I went back to school, and I began to search of what I wanted to do. So I found myself, as I graduated from high school, I found myself being a homemaker. And from the homemaker, going into people's home, the seniors or the disabled, whether they were older or whether they're youth, young adults, I would go in and I would help them with their everyday living, such as bathing, grooming, giving them a shower, and cooking meals for them, doing their laundry, and running errands for them. So that went on for about maybe 7 or 10 years. So after that, I decided to go to school. I said, I want to meet a lot of variety of people. So I went to school and I became a CNA in the basement of Malcolm X College, which the school that was teaching it in the basement, that school was LaSalle Governmental. So I went to that school. That's where I got my CNA license at. Then I still continued to do homemaker. So I was doing homemaker and at part-time. Then I got my CNA license as stated. Then I went to work in a nursing home. And boy, it was totally different. I had to attend to maybe 18 to 19 patients a day. That was a no-no for me. I said no, but I did it because I cared for the elderly and the disabled. So I did that for maybe about 2 or 3 years. Then I said I'm going to go back to school for my LPN because I always wanted to be a registered nurse. So I interned to go for registered nurse back at Malcolm X College in Chicago. But I went to the LPN school first because I had obtained my CNA license already. So in the process of me doing my LPN, I met one of my old friends in the school, and he told me I can apply for CTA for the summer as well as the post office. So I went downstairs and I applied for the positions for the post office and CTA. CTA called me first. Then post office called. I passed the postal test. I went to CTA. I passed their test. So I had a choice to make. So I decided I was going to go with CTA. Because I said, oh no, the post office, they out there in the winter, they're walking, they're slipping and sliding up and down people's stairs. No, not for me. So I was glad that I made the right choice with CTA. So I drove CTA bus, and here in the city of Chicago, in the state of Illinois, I drove that bus, the 3700. So if anybody out there know about the 3700, don't try to figure my age out. I'm not going to tell you. Okay, I drove that 3700. Then they started getting in the new buses. The man came in. I was meeting a variety of people that way. Okay, so after that, I was still doing my homemaker part-time as well as driving the bus part-time. So when I got my first check from CTA as a part-time operator, I looked. I said, oh my, no, bye-bye LPN. That went out of the window because that check was so huge to me. And I said, bye-bye, like that. So I did not pursue the LPN anymore. So I just continued to work for CTA until I retired from them. So in 2006, I started working for a company named Aspire. Some of you may know them, some of you may not. But I worked for that company because they would have people that had disabilities, whether they were young adults or whether they're older seniors. So I worked for that company for 10 years. In the process of me working for that company, in 2009, I had been praying, asking the Lord, what business can I have? I want my own business. And he, sitting at the kitchen table, after I had put the girls to bed, fed them their dinner and gave them their snacks, I was sitting there just quiet talking with the Lord, and he said, transportation, daughter. And I said, transportation? I looked around. I thought maybe one of the girls had gotten up and they were talking, but it wasn't. I said, Lord, is that you? And he said, it's me, daughter, transportation. And I said, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Like that. I will instruct you in the way that thou should go. I said, I don't know nobody. I don't know nobody doing that. I don't. So after that, I told my boss, I told my co, I'm leaving here. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting my own business. Now this in 2009. So guess what? It didn't happen that way. I worked there another 5 years. So in 2014, the Lord says, time to go. So I said, okay. I said, so what am I going to do? Transportation, daughter. I said, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to do that. He began to instruct me. I said, I don't know nobody. I don't know how to talk to them. But God will lead you and guide you in the way that you should go. So he began to lay upon my heart to call the state and to ask questions and so on and so forth. And I did that. And I did everything that he asked me to do. And in November the 14th of 2014, that's when Sensitive Touch for Seniors and Disabled came to light. And I've been working this company ever since by myself. But now it's time for me to get help. I need help. I didn't know anything about grants. I didn't know anything about how to do this and how to do that. So, but then I, in turn, and I just was asking Lord to help give me somebody. But my husband started helping me. And then a client of mine that I was taking back and forth to the clinic, taking his wife, he said, I'll help you, Miss Betty. And he helped me. I said, but okay, God, thank you for it, but how am I going to pay the people? And I said, I know. I go and I work for Uber to pay them. And that's what I did. And guess what? No. I worked for Uber just to pay them to help me run this company. So the gentleman that I had hired, he in turn, and he went back to, well, he worked at nights and he got off in the daytime to help me. So he did that, but it was getting too much because his wife was going back and forth to the clinic, so he had to stop. So my husband, he helped me. He continued to help me. So then after that, I realized I need help. Finally, I just came to the conclusion. I said, I'm just going to stop because I don't have anyone to help me. And I stopped it. And then I'll be back. Give me a minute.